During week 1, we learned about what sustainable energy is and why it is important. The first question we needed to answer was, what is sustainable energy? In order to understand this question, first we needed to understand sustainability. Last week's course content exposed you to a wide variety of definitions of the terms sustainability and sustainable energy. I won't go through each of these definitions, since you can review the course content yourself and find them. However, I would like to categorize some of these definitions based on 4 main components of sustainability. First, let's picture the idea of sustainability as this nice bright yellow oval. People often idealize the concept of sustainability and use it as an umbrella term to cover all things, quote, good. So I think this sunny oval is appropriate. Within this oval, some people will define sustainability from a technical perspective, as in, is there enough of the resource to keep it going indefinitely? Other people may define the term from an economic perspective, as in, is the option cost effective or cost competitive with current options? Others may focus on environmental sustainability, as in, does the option reduce air pollution or reduce the threat to wildlife? And finally, there are some who define sustainability from a social perspective, as in, will people support the alternative, and/or does it provide benefit for society? Often these concepts overlap, as in the middle of the picture. For the purposes of this class, we are going to define a truly sustainable option as one that meets all 4 of these aspects of sustainability: technical, economic, environmental, and social. There is another diagram that is widely used to convey this message. This diagram from the United Nations is often used to show sustainability as the intersection between economic, social, and ecological objectives. However, do you see a flaw in this design? I see 2. 1, it ignores technical sustainability. We will discuss the importance of this component in a moment. And 2, it shows a very limited space for sustainability, that small triangle in the center of the diagram. For these reasons, I created my own diagram to include technical sustainability and to encompass all of the concerns in a bright sunny oval, recognizing that there may be opportunities for achieving sustainability that go beyond the limited view of any one aspect. Certainly, the center white diamond shows a place where technical, economic, environmental, and social concerns overlap, but the all-encompassing yellow oval gives us more freedom to explore a wider variety of options. Okay, now that we have a nice pretty picture of sustainability in our brains, let's break it down. Technical sustainability is related to the question, does it work? The first concern for sustainable energy is whether the energy option actually works. You may think you can run a power plant by tapping into the energy of a purring cat, but I think once you put that idea to the test, you will find that it didn't work. Although your dreams of powering the world with cat purrs didn't come true, there are many energy options that do work. However, just the fact that they work doesn't necessarily mean they are technically sustainable. There are other technical concerns, such as, does it work all the time or just some of the time? Is there enough of it to power the world indefinitely? Is it efficient? Is it compatible with existing infrastructure? And there are other questions as well. The second major component of sustainability is economic sustainability. Basically, can people afford it? After considering whether these options work, we need to determine if they are affordable. In particular, we need to answer these questions. Is it more expensive than current options? If so, how will low-income people afford it? Will it be profitable for companies to invest in the option? Are there large upfront investment costs? Are there large annual costs to operate and maintain? Are there existing subsidies that make the option more affordable? If not, should there be? Are annual costs likely to remain stable or to be volatile? And there are more questions than this. The third major component of sustainability is environmental sustainability. The main idea here is, at a minimum, not to leave the current environment worse off for future generations, or to minimize damage to ecological systems and wildlife wherever possible. Although recently the major focus on this component has been climate change, it also includes other concerns, such as: does it increase greenhouse gas emissions? In other words, does it cause more climate change? Does it pollute waterways? Does it increase air pollutants, such as sulfur and nitrogen oxides, particulate matter, and others? Does it consume a lot of water, specifically in a desert area? Does it destroy sensitive habitat for endangered or threatened species, for example? Does it create a lot of waste to fill landfills more quickly, or hazardous, toxic, radioactive waste that must be handled in a special way? And of course, there are other questions as well. The fourth major component of sustainability is social sustainability. A more accurate sustainability diagram would somehow have this component overlapping significantly with the other three components, because many of the aspects of social sustainability depend on attributes of the other three components. The major idea here is whether it is good for the people. More specifically, do people understand it? Does the option have significant health effects related to environmental sustainability? Does the option have significant aesthetic impacts, like noise, visual disturbance, smell, etc.? Is the option produced domestically? People often care about energy security here. Do people like it? Will they accept it given the various trade-offs, especially considering economic sustainability? Do people have to change their lifestyles to accept the option? And will they? And then there are other questions as well. As you can see, there is no easy answer to the question, what is sustainable energy? The answer depends on who you ask and what their preferences are. Do they care more about technical sustainability, economic, environmental, or social? Or do they care about all four? Even within each component, there are a variety of questions to be answered, and it is very difficult to answer all of them at once. In fact, there is no existing energy option that is 100% sustainable, given all of the different components and questions that need to be considered. But although we might not be able to achieve a 100% sustainable energy future, we must try for a more sustainable future, because we are currently relying on three energy sources that seriously violate technical, environmental, and social sustainability concerns. These may seem like very abstract and academic questions at times. So what does the average citizen have to do with all of this? Well, think about your answers to these questions. Do you care about having reliable electricity, heat, and transportation? Do you care about the economy? Do you care about the environment? Do you care about maintaining or changing your lifestyle? If so, what can you do about it? If you do care about these things, this course will give you the tools with which to start answering the question, what do you want the energy future to look like? Once you can envision the energy future you want for you and your children, if you'd like to have some someday, you will learn how you can influence energy decisions and policy to work toward achieving that energy future. These concepts should help you have a better idea of what sustainability and sustainable energy are and why you should care. In week 2, we will be looking more closely at how we can measure some of these sustainability concerns so we can start to compare options.